Welcome to Side Story. Happy New Year 2022. A quick disclaimer. This video is not a financial or investment advice. This is just a medium or platform for me to share my knowledge and learning. Please do your own research before investing, as well as if you need help, please reach out to financial advisor. In this video, I would like to talk about Robo Advisors. And according to Investopedia, Robo Advisors are digital platform that provides automated, algorithmic-driven financial planning service with little to no human supervision. The second term I would like to discuss briefly is financial independence, retire early, commonly known as FIRE. In the last couple of years, these two terms have been very active in the financial market. I am mainly interested in financial independence with Robo Advising. Robo Advisor platforms invests your money generally in the market with stock, bonds, ETF, and other financial tools. One of the recent development in financial market has been known as cryptocurrency. There are new emerging platforms that has been trying to bring robo-advising through cryptocurrency. Last year, I did spend some time learning about robo-advisors and FIRE. To get a better understanding, I thought of doing an experiment. After researching various platforms, I decided to go with not so popular platform called Marcus, provided by Goldman Sachs. So let me walk you through my experiment and journey with robo-advisor platform called Marcus. So let's start looking at the experiment that I did at Marcus platform. So I started my account on 24th February 2021 with a starting balance of $1,000. And somehow they added 4 cents, maybe the interest rate for a 1 day. But the one thing that I noticed when I looked at my account over the period, and mainly on 31st December 2021, the ending balance was $1,131.40. That's almost the return rate for 13.14%. During that period, I did not change anything. I just did the initial setup of how I want my investment to be invested and just left it without any intervention. So you can see there's a gain of almost $113.36, which comprises of market change of $115.51, dividend and interest of $17.19, and fees paid was $1.34. Let me show you same things on the Marcus platform. Just to make that number real, here is the account that I'm showing you, and this is my account. So if you look at on 31st, the balance on my account was $1,131.40, and I'm recording this video at end of 3rd January 2022, where the today's balance is with a market for $3.18, close to $1,134.58. Now the previous number that I showed, you can look at the platform, is the starting balance where I created this account was on 24th February 2021. During the period, I did not do any withdrawals. And the gain and loss that I talked earlier, you can look at it here, where market change was $115.51, dividend and interest, and the ending balance was $1,131.40. But you might be wondering how this money is invested, the initial $1,000. Let me show you that. If I look at my portfolio, this is after filling some questionnaire, this is what they came up with. Smart Beta Portfolio Spotlight, and they are investing the money that I have given them to invest under Goldman Sachs Smart Beta 80/20 portfolio. What does that actually means? Let me show you further. So here is the breakdown for my portfolio. If you look at it, 80% of the money, approx 80% of the money is invested in stocks, and rest 20% is kept in bonds and cash. And this money is invested under some of the ETF that is maintained by Goldman Sachs itself, and few under Vanguard. The bonds are in the similar way are invested in different ETF. And the one thing that you realize that it's not invested in individual stocks on the stock market. It's invested in an ETF, that is exchange traded fund. And also they have kept 1.76% of the money in cash that may be used for withdrawing fees and other transaction requirement, which has been in my case $1.34 for almost 10 months for an investment of $1,000. So for certain individual, this might not be an ideal portfolio allocation. They might want to change it, and that you can find under what they have provided, account summary. Under account summary, they will give you why they have allocated your. Under account summary, they will show you the details under what assumptions they have provided the target allocation for your investment, and you have an option to change your target allocation. You fill up few questionnaire and they will give you a new portfolio. So, but in my case, at this point of time, I really don't want to change my asset allocation. I'm happy with that. While I was researching Robo Advisors, I was not able to find a realistic answer which one is better and why. There were some comparison, but that was not enough. So what I'm thinking for this year, I would like to extend my experiment to various platforms. So this was my experiment for year 2021. For year 2022, what I want to do is provide a numerical comparison with investment, which will tell you about how the portfolio is performing across multiple platforms. First, the markers that we have already seen. The second one is Betterment. Third one, Wealthfront. Fourth, Fidelity Go. And fifth, M1 Finance. I will talk about Makara, which is mainly an attempt to do robo advising for cryptocurrency. So here's my plan. I will create a new account in Betterment, Wealthfront, Fidelity, and M1 Finance. Put an starting balance of $1,000 each. And then on a regular monthly basis, I will add $100 on 10th of each month in all the accounts. Probably I will do the same for cryptocurrency as well, but we will talk about that in detail later. So we will start by creating an account in Betterment under Innovative Technology Portfolio and deposit $1,000 today, and rest we will start adding the monthly recurring $100 on 10th of each month. My initial investment on each platform is $1,000. That does not mean that the platform's requirement is $1,000. Each platform has their own requirement for minimum balance, and it ranges from $0 to $500. So please take a look, and if you need a very specific information, you can look at the website or you can ask that question in the comments, and I will be more than happy to answer. Betterment, you will come to a page similar to this, where you click on the things that you want. In this case, I will choose invest in diversified portfolio. Click continue. Click on general investing. Click continue. Followed up with what kind of account you want to use. In my case, I will use individual taxable. And followed up with that, they will ask to set a target amount and the date. In this case, I will just set $1,000 and continue. You can choose any option that you want. You can upload your personal picture. In this case, I will just choose a click continue. What you can see here, there are two ways to start the portfolio. Once you can customize your portfolio based on your requirement, or you can just let them do the work and choose the portfolio they have built based on their experience. So I choose that. Now in this, there are core portfolio, socially responsible investing portfolio, innovative technology portfolio, Goldman Sachs smart beta portfolio. I think this is what we saw in the Marcus, BlackRock target income portfolio, and cash reserve. So in this case, I'm interested in, based on our previous discussion, is innovative technology portfolio. So I choose that. Now, innovative technology portfolio, the recommendation based on my profile is 90% stocks and 10% bond. And this is where they will be investing my money. So I click continue. So now you have a further option to customize, but in this case, I will just automatically set and adjust. Click continue. And I create this goal. Once I create the goal, they will ask me how I would like to fund this account. And certainly I would like to fund this from my bank account. Now click continue. You will be brought to a page where you can make a deposit. So in this case, it's a one-time transaction. I will click one time. I will place $1,000. Later on, I will set up the recurring $100 deposit per month as discussed earlier. I will now click on continue to deposit. Now once you have provided all the information, you can review your deposit scheme, and this says that this deposit should take 1 to 2 business days to complete. I click submit deposit. Now this is where you can see I have deposited $1,000. They have not. This is just initial setup. Here is the activity where the allocation is 90% stocks and 10% bond. The deposit of $1,000 is pending. Under holdings, you can see the allocation of all the different stocks. And if you click on each one, you can see where they are investing within that holding. So in this case, US total market stock, they are using ETF created by Vanguard. If you look at US bond, they are doing the deposit on iShare Core Total US Bond Market ETF. But on a very high level, this is the current weight for all the allocation based on innovation technology portfolio that has been created by the platform itself. I think that's all for Betterment. I think the next update on this will be on 31st of January, where I will just share the changes that has taken place since we have done this investment. In last few minutes, we have seen how to create an account on Betterment and go through the selection of portfolio as well as do the initial funding for the account. The process is more or less same for other platform as well. So in interest of time, what I will do is I will create an account for Wealthfront, Fidelity Go, M1 Finance in the background, and I will just show you the final results. Now, you can see on this page, I have created individual investment account and I have submitted my application. They are opening the account and now we are just waiting for the transfer of cash from my bank account to Wealthfront investing account. And to see where the transaction is pending, I can click on see all transaction. And if you look at the transaction request, the initial deposit that I have made is or initiated is of $1,000 from my account, and also did set up a recurring account from my checking account every month for $100. So this is Wealthfront. So I went through the similar process to creating an account on Fidelity, where I chose aggressive growth, where 85% of money will get invested in stocks, and with an initial deposit of $1,000. And you can see that the $1,000 account transfer is pending. So now we have completed the process for Marcus that you saw earlier, where what I did in the first year experiment in 2021, we completed the process for Betterment. In background, I also completed process for Wealthfront and Fidelity. For M1 Finance, I have gone through the process of creating an account as well as setting up everything, but I will also walk you through what M1 financing is and why I have categorized that under bucket investing. This platform is not exactly robo advising. It's mainly creating set of funds that you would like to invest on a regular basis using their platform. So let's go and take a look. So this is their homepage, and everything that you see, I will walk you through each component. The first thing is I have already deposited $1,000 in the account, and I have turned out auto investing, where I want them to keep $25 in the cash balance. Now you must be wondering, what is Metaverse stocks? So the idea here is I created a bucket called Metaverse stocks and found a bunch of, you can say, stocks that may fall into this bucket, and added them like Adobe, Amazon, Apple, Autodesk, CrowdStrike, and bunch more. And the idea here is this is a pie where all the money that I will place for investment will equally get divided into these stocks, and they will purchase that stock on a regular basis. So the initial $1,000 will be split across all the stocks that I have chosen, as well as the future investment that will be coming, that is $100 per month. So you can see it's not really a complete robo advising. It is a partial human intervention where I have created the buckets where I would like to invest and let the platform take care of the rest. The one caveat that I found is you can create multiple pies, but the investment will go into one pie. So the idea here is you can create another pie, you can say blue chip, and you can use that pie inside your current pie, so you can invest in multiple, you can say, segments that you would like to invest in. You may be able to find, you can certainly find a lot of video on YouTube as to how you can use M1 Finance to diversify your portfolio, but I'm not really going to walk you through that process unless there is a high interest. But the idea here is we are doing a comparison on various platforms as we discussed earlier: Marcus, Betterment, Wealthfront, Fidelity, and now we talked about M1 Finance. And the last one, which which we have not talked about is Makara. Makara is more of a crypto-based bucket investing, but instead of you creating a bucket, what we did for M1 Finance, the platform provides pre-configured buckets. The one caveat to Makara platform is they don't have the web interface. So the investing that you need to do is through mobile platform or their apps. So Makara platform, they have apps both on Apple platform as well as on Android platform. And the idea here is they will create buckets like blue chip, decentralized finance, inflation, and various similar buckets. And you can select some buckets in your platform and let the money gets invested into that platform automatically. And from terminology perspective, instead of buckets, they call it as a basket. So if you look at all the baskets that they have created Bitcoin, blue chip, decentralized finance, Ethereum, inflation hedge, metaverse, universe, and Web3. For this experiment, I have chosen metaverse bucket and universe bucket. And I have divided that 50-50. That means if I deposit $100, $50 will be invested into metaverse platform and $50 will be invested in universe platform. And within these baskets, you can see, not the platform, but the baskets. And within these baskets, you can see what they have, how they have allocated different cryptocurrency that is available in the industry or on the platform. So this is for universe, and the second one that I created, not created, but I allocated is the metaverse. I will provide the links for all the sites as well as various links where you can open accounts if you want. And the one thing that I would really like to point that it's not $1,000 as an initial starting balance. You can choose based on your requirement. I chose $1,000. That doesn't mean you have to choose $1,000 also. So now, since we have seen all the platforms, I have walked you through my strategy is that I will try to somehow bring the Marcus investment close to other platform that I'm tracking, as well as how I have chosen different asset allocation and something new that I'm trying with cryptocurrency. And I will also track monthly change that happens on the total investment and what is the market yield for each investment on each platform to provide you a better comparison with real money invested in the platform, not just an overview of how to create an account without actually investing in the platform. I think this is where I would like to close this video. And I think the next video would be update on 31st January. Mainly it would be in the first week of February. I will share a new video as how we are doing across various platforms on the investment that we have made for comparison purposes. And thank you very much for tuning. Have a nice day.